Now, I remember looking back 3 years ago when this brand came on to Connected, they had an incredible product that solved a problem for everybody, and that was wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. Well, here we are in 2024, and my oh my, has this brand ever spread its wings? We have our specialist coming on today, Steve Cope from ZZ2, and we're going to talk about a couple of new updates for a slew of different category products that ZZ2 now offers. This is CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM, all about ZZ2. And it starts now. What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM. I'm your host, Ben Wu, and on today's show, we're talking about the Oem Integration specialist company known as ZZ2, with their headquarters based in Pompano, Florida. These guys have absolutely been on a rampage, consistently innovating and coming up with new product to solve different problems out there. What do I mean? Well, let's get our specialist on right now, Mr. Steve Cope, their sales manager. Steve, welcome back to CMA Connected. What can you tell us about what we're going to be chatting about on today's show?
Hey, Ben, you're right. I'm happy to be here. We have grown. I mean, we used to be just CarPlay, Android Auto, and now we have a larger product assortment. I mean, we have our CarPlay, Android Auto, we have our Bike to Play, we have our MP Play, we have our Zwags. There's a lot of things that we have going on for us today. We're going to touch on some of those here shortly.
All right, we're going to dive into this newly expanded ZZ2 catalog, but first, an opportunity for our partner SiriusXM to remind you dealers out there why it's always an excellent add-on sale. And when we come back, we've got Steve Cope from ZZ2. Don't you dare go away.
Hi, Paul Truman here with SiriusXM. We reached out to some of our partners in the industry, and here's what they had to say.
I can't say more or enough about just what it means to have our unit working with SiriusXM. It's like we're there now.
The SiriusXM service is something consumers want, right? So it's Paul.
That allows a consumer to listen to either podcasts, entertainment, sports, all at their fingertips. It's all about engagement, and that's what SiriusXM provides.
SiriusXM is a huge component in a vehicle nowadays. Consumers expect that technology to be available both in our OEM system as well as the aftermarket upgrades that they're applying to their vehicle.
Alpine and SiriusXM, through our electronics, are able to offer the consumer on the aftermarket side SiriusXM 360L, which is an expanded platform for SiriusXM. And it's really been a beneficial relationship for us with SiriusXM.
As a dealer, just remember, we don't compete with anybody else. We are absolutely one of the best profitability accessories you can add to any head unit that is SiriusXM ready.
And welcome back to the show. Again, our focus today is on ZZ2. You might know them because, hey, you probably have one of their pieces in your car that provides you wireless CarPlay or Android Auto. Now, on that note, this is one of those categories that continues to be a very significant one. Consumers are constantly looking for that solution to get that wireless interface. But more importantly, ZZ2 is always developing new applications to solve this problem for different platforms. So, Steve, what is the latest news when it comes to applications for this product?
Yeah, I would like to announce that our ITZ, that's GX1A, which has been a great kit for the 2014 through 2021 Lexus GX460, is now compatible with the Toyota Land Cruiser 2014 through 2017. The 18s and up, they have a different LVDS video cable that we're currently going to get so that we can become compatible with those later models as well.
All right, there you have it, guys. If you have customers with a Land Cruiser or you're watching and you own a Land Cruiser in those years, you can now get wireless CarPlay or Android Auto courtesy of ZZ2. And I want to make a point here. You know, there's nothing new here. You guys have had this product out for quite some time. It's obviously very, very popular. It's saved so many different situations, customers coming in asking for it. Curious though, Steve, I remember way back when you guys started, you only had a handful of applications. I'm going to guess maybe about 20. Where does that toll now stand with the development that you've done over the past few years?
You're right, Ben. We probably were only sitting on about 20 when we first rolled this out. We're well over 100 now with our continued development. Getting in more cars, becoming compatible with more cars. It's been a nice ride. We're going to continue to grow and run with it.
And that's something I really wanted to point out is the consistent development, guys. So many of these vehicles are so unique in their own right. So the R&D that goes into, making the solution for that specific platform, might not happen overnight, but rest assured, as you can see, in a very short amount of time, ZZ2 has certainly delivered on the applications. All right, we're going to shift to another category. I remember the introduction of this one. I didn't know what it did. I didn't even understand it until Steve showed me. Now, if you haven't heard about Zwags, well, here's my take on it. Lots of different applications for vehicles looking for emergency lighting. And, what are the options? Well, you can add auxiliary lighting and then wire up this whole new system and make that work. But ZC2 has come up with a cleaner, more simplified solution.
That right. The Z-Wags line for us has just taken off over the last 18 to 24 months. It's a really, really incredible product for those that are fleets, commercials, landscapers, somebody that needs that high visibility and safety on their vehicle to make sure that they're safe. And we're offering it to them. It's a simple plug and play. So you're not having to spend the whole day with your vehicle in the shop. And it's not just truck specific. Now, however, we do cover most of the pickup trucks, Ford, Dodge, Chevy, GM, Chrysler, but there's also vehicles and vans as well, and then SUVs that are capable of being compatible with our Z-Wags, which is a great line for everybody. And we've just rolled out our newest Z-Wags, the ZW-FSD. That's for the 23 and up Ford Super Duty pickup trucks and 24 and up all F-Series pickup trucks.
All right, just a repeat there. So if you're wondering, the brand new application announced here, of course, is the new Ford Super Duty, as well as the 24 and up F-150 applications. But the key to take away from here, and if you didn't know, this is not, ZZ2 is not trying to sell you auxiliary lighting. I want Steve to kind of zone in on how simple this is by using the factory lighting.
That's right. This is not just going to be an add-on. This is something that we are plugging into your factory body control module most of the time, or the lighting control module, and utilizing your factory OEM lights to flash them and strobe them to bring that safety and visibility to you.
All right, this brings us to another innovative product coming to you from ZZ2, and this was introduced just a few short months ago. How many times have you had a customer with a vehicle that predates any, CarPlay, even wired Android Auto, or even a Bluetooth functionality, but had a single DIN slot? Well, introducing the MP Play, a great solution to bring some of these older vehicles into the modern age.
So the reason why we brought the MP Play to market is there are a lot of vehicles out there that have single DIN head units, but the owner of that radio is a smartphone. So what better way to let them have some of the features that everybody else has than offer them a single DIN radio that has wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, touchscreen, streaming capabilities, safety because it has a backup camera input. It takes their older single DIN radio and brings them in kind of like the 21st century.
I, for one, think this is a brilliant idea because it allows not only to have those safety features, but those convenient features as well that everybody is used to. And it's a great gift idea for especially a younger driver that might have an older vehicle. But not only that, the price is extremely attractive.
So when we sat down and tried to decide what the retail price for this radio was going to be, we took into mind the target audience we were looking for, and it's very aggressively priced. It's under 200 retail.
Now, at the top of the show, I promised you that we would showcase a selection of the different categories that ZZ2 now offers product for, and bikes are no exception. When I say bikes, I mean motorcycles. It could be an ATV, heck, it might even be a golf cart, but the bike to play is finally a solution that really fits the bill when it comes to these type of vehicles.
So when we developed the bike to play, we initially had just motorcycles in mind, for those bikes that didn't come with the screen. Wanted to give them the capabilities of having wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. But then we took it up another step and decided, let's add some DVR cameras to it. So then not only are you able to have a really cool 5.9-inch screen that's touchscreen, wireless CarPlay, or wireless Android Auto, but you're also going to be able to record your ride, record yourself for that safety in the bike to play. But then you start looking at it, there's a whole lot of other applications you can utilize this bike to play for. You can put it on a golf cart. You can put it on an electric bike because it can be powered by USB, which most of the electric bikes have a USB plug-in on them. You can also put it in a moped, a kayak. I might know someone who has a kayak that looks pretty cool on. There's a lot of applications and a lot of features for a very aggressive price.
Well, Steve, you kind of stole my thunder there, but I have to say, from personal experience, I had a chance to try out this bike to play, and you're right. I actually put it onto my fishing kayak. It's waterproof, it's a nice screen, it gives me Apple CarPlay. It was super easy to install. A fantastic piece to add that convenience to just about anything, and that's why I think the bike to play is an absolute winner. All right, Steve, last closing notes. I mean, obviously, there's going to be continuous updates when it comes to applications with Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. And who knows what else? What can you tell us about the glimpse into the future of what ZZ2 has coming down the pipe?
We are in the process of developing some new innovative products, so stay tuned. Check us out on the website, zz-2.com.
And that was ZZ2 sales manager Steve Cope giving us some deets and a little glimpse into what's coming down the pipe. We'll be sure to cover it right here on CMA when that news is available. Having said that, if you want more information on any of the products covered on today's show, make sure you head up their website, as Steve had mentioned, zz-2.com. Now, here's my takeaway. If you're looking for a partner that can supply you multiple different solutions across different platforms and different categories now, including emergency lighting, motorcycles and beyond. Maybe you're looking for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto wireless solutions, or even a source unit to update an older vehicle. Definitely take a look at ZZ2's offering. This company is not slowing down, and I look forward, as many others do, to see what else they have coming down the pipe. That's it for this CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM. I'm your host, Ben Wu. Until next time, we connect.